They said he was finished, washed, a problem Madrid needed to move on from. And then he did this. Because the comeback you're about to hear wasn't just unexpected. It embarrassed everyone who wrote him off. But here's the dangerous question no one wanted to ask at the time. What if Real Madrid never needed to replace him at all? Stay with me. A few years ago, Karim Benzema was football's most convenient punchline. At Real Madrid, of all places. The biggest club in the world, led by a striker who wasn't scoring like one. Fans whistled him. Pundits mocked him. Opposition fans didn't even bother booing. They laughed. Madrid need a new number 9. Benzema has declined. He's living off reputation. Sound familiar? And that's where the story should have ended. 30+. Inconsistent numbers. A club obsessed with Galacticos already planning the next superstar. But what happened next changed his legacy forever. Because when Cristiano Ronaldo left Real Madrid in 2018, everyone assumed one thing. Madrid would collapse. And Benzema would be exposed. No Ronaldo. No safety net. No shadow to hide in. Just Benzema. Alone. The pressure was brutal. This was the moment that was supposed to prove he was never elite. That he was just the guy doing the dirty work for a real superstar. And for a while, it looked like they were right. Goals dried up. Madrid struggled. Trophies stopped flowing. Fans begged Florentino Perez to sign a new striker. Jovic arrived. Failed. Mariano stayed. Ignored. And Benzema? Still there. Still starting. Still doubted. Here's what no one was talking about. Benzema didn't panic. He didn't demand sympathy. He didn't change who he was overnight. He waited. Because while the noise was loud, the situation was quietly changing. Real Madrid were rebuilding, but not with superstars. Young players. Raw players. Vinicius Jr. Rodrigo. Valverde. Kids. And suddenly, the team needed something else. Not a pure goal poacher. Not a Ronaldo replacement. They needed a leader. And that's when everything flipped. Benzema stopped being the supporting act and became the system. He dropped deeper. Linked play. Directed pressing. Taught Vinicius where to run. When to attack space. When to slow down. This wasn't decline. This was evolution. And once Vinicius exploded on the left, the goals came back. But this time, they meant more. Because these weren't tap-ins. They were moments. Late winners. Champions League nights. Pressure goals when Madrid had no right surviving. PSG. Chelsea. Manchester City. Hat-tricks. Cold finishes. No fear. At 34 years old. Let that sink in. While Europe was chasing the next young superstar, Benzema was dismantling elite defenses with intelligence, timing, and nerve. And suddenly, the narrative collapsed. The whistle stopped. The jokes vanished. Now it was best striker in the world. Most complete number 9. Underrated genius. Funny how fast it changes, right? But here's the truth that hits hardest. Benzema didn't just come back. He exposed how shallow football analysis had become. People confused visibility with value. Goals with greatness. Youth with hunger. They missed what Madrid never did. He understood space better than anyone. He made others better. And when the moment demanded it, he delivered. The Ballon d'Or didn't come because of hype. It came because for one season, there was no debate. He wasn't surviving at Real Madrid. He was carrying them. Think about that. A player written off as finished. Ended his peak lifting the biggest individual prize in football. That's not normal. That's legendary. And it forces an uncomfortable realization. How many players are we burying right now? Because they don't fit the highlight culture? Because they're not shiny anymore? Because they don't scream relevance? Benzema's comeback wasn't loud at first. It was patient, quiet, relentless. And by the time people noticed, it was too late. The verdict was sealed. So what does this mean going forward? It means football doesn't move in straight lines. It means experience still matters. And it means writing players off is the laziest mistake in the game. Because sometimes, the player everyone says is finished is just getting started. Now I want to hear from you. Was Benzema's Ballon d'Or the greatest late career comeback ever? Or is there another player whose return shocked you even more? Let's talk.